Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Assistant Invigilator training on SAPA's Viewer. SAPA's Viewer is the software that you will be using in order to invigilate the exam at the end of the year. I just want to take you through the process for the day of the APC. SAICA will be renting out laptops for you guys in order for you to invigilate the exam. Each laptop will need to be signed out by each chief assistant invigilator from the loan laptop station. So all the venues will have a loan laptop station. So when you get to the venue, you report to the chief invigilator, who will then direct you to the loan laptop station for you to sign out a pack. And your pack includes a laptop. The laptop will have a sticker on the outside for assistant invigilator. That sticker will then have your login credentials. As per the screen below, as per the presented screen, your username will be either SAICA1 or SAICA2 or SAICA3, but that is the format of your username, and the password will also be on the sticker at the outside. Right. So when you open your laptop, you need to first check the desktop. What you're checking for is to see that the application that you need to use on the day is loaded and you can see the shortcut. Right now, looking at the desktop that I'm presenting, I've got Secure Client. Please ignore this because this is not for you. This is for the candidate who will be writing the APC. You will also see CPA-SC Upload. Do not use that. This is also for the candidate. What you need to focus on is SAPA's Viewer. So I know some of the candidates might, especially candidates who are using the loan laptops, might call you to ask you about these SAPA's Viewer application. Please tell them to ignore it. I'll just jump in right to it. So what you do is you first need to connect to the internet. The Wi-Fi will be provided, and currently the Wi-Fi username is APC 2023, and there's no password for that. Okay, once your laptop is connected to the internet, you then go straight to launching SAPA's Viewer. Just a quick reminder, you won't be able to launch SAPA's Viewer if you don't have connection to the internet. It will not work, okay? So this is the screen you will see when you get to SAPA's Viewer. You then click the first URL. The URL is https://saicaza.sepas.com login. You then go ahead and log into the laptop. Okay. For this demonstration, I'm going to use a SAICA1 user ID, and my password is capital S, small letter AICA at 1 capital letters A, P, and C. Then you click on login. May take a while, but please be a bit patient. Okay. The next screen that you're going to land to is this home page. You then click on test administration. Okay. When you click on test administration, you will see all the candidates that have registered for that exam in your screen. If you look at your bottom left here, it says 22 of 22. This means it's page 22 of 1,079 candidates. So the test name, under test name, you should see APC 2023 because this is the exam that you will be invigilating on the day. Okay. At the moment, I currently have CI test. This is just an exam that has been designed for you to test the loan laptops the day before the exam. So on the day of the exam that you will be invigilating will be APC 2023. Okay. Right. So as you can see here, understate, I will just quickly go through the columns and make you understand what they mean. So understate, we currently have R, but there's few other options or other filters that you can see. So there is awaiting upload, finished, in progress, locked for invigilator pin, locked for pin, offline, voided. So it means a whole lot of things. But as soon as the exam is scheduled for the candidates, this is the state that it goes to. Okay. Candidate ref is the exam number. So it's a candidate exam numbered followed by A and another number depending on the year. So if it's 2023, it'll say exam number 457 A23. If it's 2024, it will say 457 A24. The pin is the pin that the candidates will need 2 minutes or a minute before the exam, but the pin will be announced at the venue. So you do not need to give this pin to the candidate before the time. You can only give the pin to the candidate once the chief invigilator has announced the pin. I think I've spoken about the test name. The test name is APC 2023. Key code is unique to each candidate, so it will never be the same as the next person's key code, and it can only be used once. So if a candidate is not getting their key code right, this is where you need to go. Check their candidate reference number, which is their exam number. Make sure that they're using the correct key code that belongs to them. The center name is SICA, and the subject will also be different depending on what the exam is about. But most importantly, I think the thing you need to focus on is the test name. Okay, the start date will be earlier than the exam date. So for instance, if the exam date is on the 4th, the start date would be the 2nd or the 3rd. This is because we need to give candidates 24 hours to download the test to take later. So the day before, they need to download the test to take later. And this is why this is the explanation for having an earlier start date. The start time is 7 in the morning until 6. We're trying to cater for the candidates, but at the end of the day, each candidate gets 8 hours to complete this assessment. Now, if you go over to your right a little bit, you will see candidate. This should be their name and surname. So this should be the candidate's name and surname, and you can verify this by looking at the admission letter. Duration 480 minutes. This is 8 hours that has been given to each and every candidate. Okay, right. So after the candidates, so we'll be sending the candidates an email or communication asking them to download test to take later. So we'll do this the day before the exam to ask them to download test to take later. So what they then need to do, they need to access secure client and or basically connect to the internet at home. Access secure client, which is the writing software that they'll be using on the day, and type in their key code. And once they have typed in their key code, they need to click on download test to take later. Okay, so meaning that they need to pull the exam to their laptop so that when they get to the exam, at least the exam is sitting locally on their machine and waiting to be taken. So this year we are taking the exam online. So this means we'll be connected, the candidates will be connected to the internet for the entire duration of the assessment. Okay. The candidates will be using the same Wi-Fi details that you guys will be using to monitor the progress of the exam. Okay, So the day before, when we send the communication, the state will be sitting on R, meaning that the exam is ready. If you can look at my mouse, and I'm hovering over the letter R there, and it says ready. So the exam is ready to be taken. I'm just quickly going to refresh my page. So if you need to see that the state has updated as the assistant invigilator, all you need to do is refresh your page over here by reloading the page. Okay. When you reload the page, you will see some changes. Okay. Now, looking at this particular candidate CI 1074, this particular candidate has downloaded the test to take later. Okay, they have currently downloaded the test to take later the day before. So they have followed the instructions and they are looking okay. Okay. So when they get to the venue in the morning of the exam, all they need to do, and this will be in the instructions that will be placed on their desk. What they need to do in the morning, they need to go back to Secure Client, launch Secure Client, because on your side as the assistant invigilator, what you need to see, or you need to be seeing, is this R and the purple arrow. Okay, so if you see the R and the purple arrow, you need to know that this particular candidate has performed the download test to take later, and they are ready to take the exam. Okay, when they get to the exam, they follow the same process, but what they do differently. So when I say follow the process, I mean they use the same key code they got the previous day to download to take test later. They type it in to Secure Client. They are connected to the internet, obviously using the backup software as well. They do know about using the backup software. Then they will get a screen that confirms their details, basically name, surname, and language, and the name of the test. And then they click on yes. So basically at this point, all you need to see in your row, you need to see that all 30 candidates have a purple arrow. If they don't have a purple arrow, this means that the candidate have not performed the instructions for the day before. Then you need to go to them and remind them to follow this instruction, okay? So once they have followed this instruction, you will see all of them having the purple arrow and the R sign, okay? Then after they have confirmed their details on their side, they will click continue. And what you need to do, you just need to wait for the chief invigilator to then announce the PIN. Okay. The chief invigilator will announce the PIN, and after the chief invigilator announces the PIN, okay, you might need to assist some of the candidates with typing in the PIN. Until everyone in your row gets it correctly and start writing. So after everyone has inserted the PIN, the state needs to change because the candidates are writing online. So you again go back and reload the page. You simply go at the top there, you refresh your page. Okay. When you refresh your page, you'll notice candidate CI 1074. The state has changed now. It says in progress. So you see a play sign there that says in progress. This means the candidate is now writing the exam. Okay, so their 8 hours is commenced. You can also see here at the bottom on candidate 1079 has also commenced with the exam. So this is what you need to see on all your 28 candidates or 30 candidates, depending how many you have in a row. Okay, so all of these people need to be on this green sign for the entire duration of the assessment. Now, it might happen that during the exam, they drop connection. If they drop connection, the state will change. For the purposes of this demonstration, I will not be able to see who's offline, who's online. because not everybody is in and not everybody is writing. I will just quickly unfilter so that I can see everybody again. Okay, so I'm just paging through to the last page so that I can monitor these candidates while they're writing. Okay, so they are writing. If anyone has disconnected, like I said, just note the exam number down. You're doing this so that at the end of the exam, you are able to then go to this particular candidate, because you will have to assist them with uploading the exam, because it will not be a simple process as the other people who are already who are connected for the entire duration of the exam. These particular candidates, you'll need to go and assist them, ask them to exit a secure client, connect their laptops to the internet so that their responses can be pinged to the servers, and then you'll be able to upload the exam. They'll be able to upload the exam, sorry. When they are finished with the exam, they'll obviously follow the exam day instruction and go finish test, confirm the upload, and then they will get a test finish confirmation. So they will get a pop-up screen that says your test has been successfully uploaded. And then what you then need to do, you just keep on refreshing as the assistant invigilator to check if all the people in your row have successfully uploaded. And for you to see that, you will see a green tick on your state. So this tells me that candidate CI 1074 has uploaded, candidate CI 1079 has uploaded, but candidate, for instance, CI 1078 did not even start the exam. So this is why it will not update. Then you can just, for completeness sake, go to their desk and check if there's anybody there under that exam number, because this should actually either tell you that the person is absent or the person is writing manually, meaning not using the software, but using a pen and a paper. I think I have covered everything when it comes to SEPA's viewer and how the exam needs to be invigilated. Thank you, everybody. I hope this makes sense. I hope this is easy for you to understand. Should there be any issues, please do not hesitate to contact us if we're at the venue, or your chief invigilator, who will then get in touch with us. Thank you very much.